Whoa. You know, when I see those tornadoes, I think of, you know, Tornado Alley, because I lived, you know, not only in Ohio and Indiana, but Oklahoma, and that's the whole Tornado Alley there.
Yeah, fantastic area.
What's the short story of how you got that footage? That's pretty incredible.
I traveled across the country when I was relocating to LA, and we went through some supercells and some tornado storms, and the craziest strobe lightning thing I ever experienced in my life, and felt like I fell into another dimension. And we ended up finding out about the footage from the storm chasers in the area that actually did catch the funnels and the touchdowns and all that stuff. So I reached out to them and I was like, hey, I want this footage. I'm going to make something out of it. And they were like, yeah, whatever. It's educational purposes anyways. So
excellent.
That's great.
Yeah, it has a personal connection then to something
and that's what the Siren
experienced. Yeah, that
like
makes it better.
What inspired the name the Siren was growing up in Ohio.
Yeah.
All the time hearing the sirens going off because there's tornado warnings and stuff like that. It was like, as a kid, that was traumatic. You know?
Yeah.
Now I'm obsessed with it and I love it, and I want to go storm chasing for fun.
Oh, you do?
As like
you actually want to do that?
Yeah, like as a vacation. I want to go right up to one of these things.
Well, you know what you probably ought to do is go to well, we can talk about that later, but the National Storm Center is at the University of Oklahoma, because I know, I lived there. So the story of the Siren basically is, when you got Epic Step is the name of your style. So what does that consist of?
Right.
I mean,
that was actually my little brother. He came up with that because
your little brother did.
Yeah, he's a genius bass player, and he went to Berkeley, and I mean he plays Mozart on the bass. He's phenomenal. He's an awesome guy. So we used to jam all the time and whatever, and I showed him some new material I had been working on, you know, years ago, and I was like, check this stuff out, and he's like, whoa, that's crazy. There's so much stuff going on in there. It's like so many different genres, and I was like, yeah, and he's like, yeah, it's like pretty epic, man. I was like, right? Yeah, it is epic. And he's like, yeah. And there's dubstep in there, and he's just like, he just said epic step, and I was like, that's it. That's perfect, you know. It's because it's got like pop and classical and dubstep and like all these things, and I was like, it's just epic, you know. It's just like it's a cinematic thing, you know.
Yeah.
It's what it's about.
Because, you know, you grew up in that part of the country, you're inspired by all these different styles of music. I mean,
yep.
I heard. Did you ever listen to? Well, there probably wasn't AM when you were growing up, but I had CKLW in Detroit, Windsor. And so, you know, we grew up with a lot of different music.
Yeah,
Cleveland,
I had
you know, and
exactly.
You know, Joe Walsh, Devo is from the area, Chrissie Hynde, the Pretenders.
Yeah, Marilyn Manson's from the area.
That's
Tool.
Right. That's right.
Yeah, a lot of great artists from that same area. And yeah, my dad inspired me on the whole '80s and hair metal and rock metal and all that.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I had like people in the neighborhood with the hip hop world, and we used to always freestyle and things like that. So.
Now you got some shows coming up too, right?
Yeah. November 8th is the Producers' Choice Honors Awards at the Hard Rock Cafe in Hollywood, and I'll be getting an award there and performing. It's gonna be great. And November 16th is the Hollywood Music and Media Awards, and I'm nominated there also.
Yeah, we talked about that in the intro. That's very impressive. Great work, by the way. And also, too, when people learn about your music, what's your website? Where can they go hear you?
Everything
online?
is all What Is the Siren. So whatisthesiren.com.
That's the source.
At What Is the Siren. Yeah, that's it.